1 hour later. Full of no. A steak. You guys just.
Põe pra mim aqui, por favor, esse monstro! O maníaco do parque!
No.
The next boys video when the baby's born is going to be testing the baby. Haunted Hill House. I'll talk about it after that video comes out.
Yeah, please don't scare me anymore tonight. That video that we watched just now is probably the scariest one, and will actually me tonight when I try to sleep.
But they could have strings that they're like pulling things with.
Yeah, they are. And look, I understand it's probably totally fake.
Oh, 100%. What do you think? You think some like random person on YouTube is gonna catch? What the f are these lights? These bright lights are deliberate,
Yeah.
and they put the shadow.
It's like a cutout.
It's like a cutout of a kid.
But it's the story that it tells that makes me go loony at night.
Gabby, you sound a little loony.
I am.
How's the baby doing? How's my baby doing?
She doing good.
Is the piloting?
Yeah, she kicked a lot after I gave her a cookie.
She started kicking. She's been kicking a lot lately.
Oh my god, she's been beating me up from the inside.
I got to feel her kicking, and it was kind of cute.
Yeah, it's so sweet. She likes cookies.
Have you tried giving her a shot of caffeine?
Caffeine? Well, coffee. We have coffee every day.
Have you ever given her any nicotine pouches?
No.
Does it concern you the things I think about?
No.
The next boys video when the baby's born is going to be testing the baby's soft spot.
No, it's not. Dude, I'm worried about when we have a boy, though. Because like, if we have a boy, like, after this, no, I'm saying after this, if we have a baby and we have a boy, listen to what I'm saying. You are going to do so many experiments with that child. Like, you're going to be like, I wonder what happens if I do this to him. And he winds up in the hospital.
I wonder what happens if I throw him up in the air and try to catch him.
Yeah, let me see if I can reach our ceilings.
Can his head hit the ceiling if I throw him up?
Yeah, see how high I can toss baby.
All right, next one.
Hey.
I f***ing got scared. You didn't even flinch.
What do you want from me? Please, just leave me alone.
You know, I take it back when I said nothing on the screen scares me.
One who's me cuddles tonight. I'll make sure Visco curls up next to you instead of me.
You know, what I meant to say, all right, jump scares are different. What I meant to say is feeling genuine fear like I felt at that place.
Yeah.
And after what happened, I wish I could talk about it, but I can't. I can't yet, without giving anything away.
Yeah. I can't remember what you told me about that place because I'm pretty sure I actually blocked it out of my memory so that I wouldn't have to think about it.
I think I called you that night and was like, Gabby, I can't, like, it was 8 a.m. and I called you and I was like, everybody went to sleep for a couple hours after we finished the night, and I was sitting there. The sun had come up after we finished the video. It was 6 a.m. And we could sleep until 8 a.m. before we had to check out. And I remember I laid on the couch and just tried to fall asleep for a second. And as I was beginning to fall asleep, I got this feeling and this thought that said, no, do not fall asleep. Open your eyes. And when I opened my eyes, I look around me and I remembered that every single item in that house, there's about 200 items in the living room alone, that are all genuine possessed items, and I was sitting there about to fall asleep and become vulnerable in the middle of all possessed there's a voodoo doll next to my head with nails in it.
Yeah.
Like a genuine voodoo doll that was used.
No thanks.
Anyway, I remember messaging you and I was like, or calling you and I was like, I couldn't fall asleep. I haven't slept all night.
Yeah.
Because I can't fall asleep in this house. There's no way I'm gonna do it. Anyway, that's not what happened. That was the end.
Yeah.
Whatever. All right. I'll talk about that some other time. Oh, what is this? A lechuza?
Herb.
Was captured somewhere in Mexico, and it's creepy as if you believe in witches and black magic, you need to see this.
¿Eres una bruja? Dime si o no eres una bruja. No. Entonces, ¿qué eres? ¿Estás segura si eres o no eres? No eres una bruja. Entonces vete, vuela.
If you're not a witch, then fly.
Vete. Si eres una bruja. ¿Eres o no eres? ¿Estás segura que eres o no eres una bruja?
Faz spot bet aí.
¿Y si te agarramos? ¿Quieres que te agarremos? ¿Te llevamos? ¿Te llevamos? ¿Eres o no eres una bruja? ¿No?
Okay, Gabby, I have to explain. I don't know if I've explained this to you, but Mexican culture, we have this legend of La Lechuza. And La Lechuza is a witch, and that takes the form of an owl. And I didn't know this, but growing up, I was told that these birds are called lechuzas. But that's the name of the witch. That's the name of the bird that the witch turns into.
Gotcha.
It's not, so in Spanish, an owl is a bull.
Okay.
That's the official name of the bird. But I always called it a lechuza because that's what I was taught to say. And I was told that they were witches. So growing up, I was taught to be terrified of these things if I ever saw them. And I would be told like, oh, la lechuza's gonna come and get you. And so like, if you're not good. And so I remember like trying to close all my windows because I would be terrified of seeing an owl post up at my window. But obviously now that I'm older, seeing something like this, I'm like, bro, that's just a bird. It's probably hurt.
Yeah.
It's definitely scared, and it's
Yeah.
trying to get the people to get the away from it.
Yeah.
But Mexicans are like, are you a witch?
Yeah.
If you are, clap your hands. If you're not, fly away. Do you want me to catch you?
He's like, I can't fucking move, man. I can't fucking move.
It probably can't move. It can't fly. There's probably babies around there.
Yeah.
That's
poor
just an
thing.
owl with a long ass neck.
Yeah. It's so cute. I love owls.
I love them now, but I have childhood trauma from these things, man. I do.
You just need exposure therapy.
And a lot of Mexicans do too. Probably every single one watching knows what I'm talking about. And what's interesting is like I've never met any other person in any other culture that believes in witches as much as Mexicans do.
yeah.
You've been around when people are like genuinely telling us stories of them seeing a witch.
Right.
And it's
Yes.
like they're so short. Like they just tell
Yeah.
it like it's like in passing. Like they're not trying to convince you that witches are real. They'll just tell you like, yeah, and then the witch came and we saw it coming down and it landed right in front of us.
Yeah.
And then it said some shit and then it flew away.
They'll even say like, oh, yeah, the mother-in-law of your family friend is a witch and she cast a curse on blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yo.
But it's like they don't like we won't even try to convince you.
No. They're like so sure. And now in like in the US, witches are becoming like popular, but it's like, oh, cutesy witch. Like, I am a witch, ha ha, but not like I'm gonna you up kind of witch, right? Like there are different kinds of witches. But like in Mexico, it's not popular to be a witch. You'll
No.
get fucked up if you
No,
go to
it's-
Mexico and say I'm
so-
a witch.
so it's
and
the
I
way-
pumpkin spice lattes, huh? sorry.
But anyway, yeah, we'll tell stories. Mexicans will tell stories of witches in such a way that's just conversational. They won't even try to convince you. Like, for example, I could tell you the exact same way that all of the sauces are now restocked, and you can find them over at hungryboy.food. But last week, when the witch came, she brewed these in my kitchen before I saw her fly away. And just like that, that's how Mexicans tell stories
Yeah.
of witches.
I'll never forget the first time I heard your mom unironically tell me about a witch, and I was like, okay.
All right, we're gonna move on from this. All right, one of the most amazing videos ever caught of paranormal activities using an SLS camera. Do you know what an SLS camera is?
Was that the thing Sam was using?
Yeah. So this is the thing that the first time I got to use one or see one in action was with Sam and Colby at the asylum, and it's basically an Xbox Connect hooked up to an iPad. Listen, I don't know the validity of those instruments or but what I do know is that it's designed to detect motion in the shape of a human skeleton. Mm-hmm. So what you see here is what's supposed to be humans standing around. The camera's detecting humans.
Okay.
But they're not there.
Okay.
While things are being flung around, apparently.
Huh.
何か問題がございましたか？
アルベド、触るぞ。
はい。
Now, sometimes it can get creepy because obviously things are moving around that aren't supposed to, but just seeing a human being detected when it's not there.
Yeah. Oh, he's strolling over.
Yeah, it's like he's
Came to
walking.
say hi.
Is that the sound of that one clapping its cheeks?
I don't know why, but it reminded me of that guy that's got the dog that growls and he goes,
Mira, un chuki.
chuqueando.
¿Chuqueando?
Puro chuqueando ka.
¿Chuqueando ka?
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
It didn't have any batteries, Gabby.
Remind me to check our daughter after she's born to make sure her batteries are intact.
Yeah, you're gonna check your kid, make sure it's got everything intact. I guarantee you this one is probably rigged to where the real battery door is inside here, and then the fake battery door is what activates the sensor when it opens.
Probably. You very smart.
I think it's designed to scare you like that because it's looking away and then you open its back and then it turns around. Isn't it how it happens in the movie like this? I think they make them just like this.
I don't know. I never saw the movie. Don't look at me like you're actually surprised.
I am surprised.
Really? Me? Wouldn't watch any scary movies, even Alien growing up, because of how much of a scaredy cat little bitch I am.
Dude, you're right.
Yeah.
I was the one that got you into scary movies until you
scarred me for
until you were
life.
scarred from scary movies.
Like, actually, The Conjuring 2 messed me up.
The Conjuring 2 messed you up.
Still messes me up.
That movie was good, though.
Someone explain to me what the this is a shadow of.
Oh.
There's
Nobody
nothing
saw the
above
creepy
me.
girl standing there?
It's not from that point.
Oh, and now she's walking. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I thought that girl was about to jump scare us.
Yeah, me too.
But no, she's... Okay, what the f*** actually? What is that?
We need the what the hell guy.
What the hell? That one?
Hello, but
Yeah. No way.
shut the fuck.
Okay, well, look. It looks like it's a very long pole. And it looks like it's coming from over there. But there's nothing there. I mean, there's that big-ass light on the right-hand side, that very bright light. But that shouldn't be enough to cast a shadow all the way over here. Because otherwise, everything else would have a shadow, kind of like these two signs that are in the foreground. So it can't be that light. Is it the light above? It's got to be that light, shining something down. But there's nothing in front of it. That doesn't make any sense. I was gonna say that maybe it's this pole, but that's not the pole. Okay, I think I know what it is.
What is?
It's probably a cable that's running above him, but that's thick.
It's dark too.
It's the only thing that could be casting a shadow that strong, because her shadow is very dark compared to his own. When he shows his own shadow is lighter
Yeah.
compared to the one on the ground. That's interesting. I don't know if it's spooky or scary.
It's just weird.
That's a very weird shadow. I'm sure there's an explanation to it, but my man could have kept the camera rolling longer and actually. Actually try to find out what it was. That would have been more interesting.
Hey, is your dad okay? Yeah.
Maybe
Why? Because he's standing like inches away from the wall and just staring at it. My dad isn't here tonight.
Oh.
No me gusta.
Go call the cops.
I see.
He's right there.
Don't look away.
I'm getting closer.
Don't look away.
Oh,
Don't look away. Don't look away. If you look away,
Pinche Ozzy
you're dead.
Osbourne!
And blink, you're dead.
Pinche Ozzy Osbourne! You're more
Stop
Mexican than
looking,
you think
you're
now.
dead.
You know that? That guy actually is one of the very few people who I think makes really good TikTok content.
I mean, it gives me the heebie-jeebies.
The squeeby weebies?
Yeah.
The doobly
Single.
doos?
Yeah, the goobly glops.
Okay, muchachos, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for watching the world's scariest TikToks / YouTube shorts, everything in the horror space.
Bye-bye.